ìlú Ìlọrin náà ni mo kọjá sí báyìí o. Mo ṣe lálàyé fún wa níbẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò wípé òní yìí náà ni ìgbẹ́jọ́ tún wáyé lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ láàrin Tani Olohun àti àwọn àáfàá nílọrin. Ìgbẹ́jọ́ ọ̀hún tẹ̀síwájú níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ dẹ̀ ti wáyé lọ́lọ́kan òjọ̀kan. Báwo ni ìgbẹ́jọ́ ọ̀hún ṣe lọ o? Kí làwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹyọ tó jáde lọ́hùn? Kí làwọn àlàyé tí wọ́n rí ṣe fún wa? Nítorí pé àdéhùn tá a bá yín ṣe náà ni pé bí ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún bá ṣe ń lọ, bí olóbó ẹ̀ bá ṣe ń jáde, a ó máa jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ sí i. Èyí tó bá sì jẹ́ rírí náà, a ó ṣàfihàn rẹ̀ fún yín kẹ́ ẹ lè wò lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ ibi tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ àti ibi tó parí sí. Àmọ́ lórí ètò tòní, gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ti mọ̀ wípé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún ọjọ́ ti ta sí i níwọ̀nba. Àmọ́ àwọn àlàyé kọ̀rọ̀ kan jáde ńbẹ̀ lónìí tí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ fúnra ara yín látẹnu àwọn ọlọ́rọ̀, nítorí pé ẹnu ọlọ́rọ̀ náà láti gbọ́ pọ̀n. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wà ti ṣe tán, bó bá ti yégun ti yọ́rẹ́ o, ẹ jẹ́ a jọ lọ gbọ́ ká gbára tí wọ́n ṣe mẹ́ẹ̀ látẹnu àwọn agbẹjọ́rò tó jẹ́ ti Tani Olohun àti agbẹjọ́rò àwọn àfáà nílọrin. Bá a bá wá padà dé, ká tẹ̀síwájú lórí ètò tòní, ẹ jẹ́ a lọ gbọ́ náà.
Summarily, we already filed a bail application on his behalf because we know that is what ought to be done for all intent and purpose.
You know, I have never been ferocious and cantankerous. No. So this ferocity will beat you enter this court. I'm afraid.
Summarily, we already filed a bail application on his behalf because we know that is what ought to be done for all intent and purposes. Let us secure his bail. Let him come out. So whatever other matters that need to come out might come in later. If we are talking about preliminary objection, it's a different entirely. But first and foremost, we need to secure his release from custody, and that's what we have done. But surprisingly, I'm getting to court to discover that another lawyer had already filed a motion challenging the jurisdiction of the Honorable Court to entertain the matter. So that's the way they see it. But what is paramount to me and my team is for bail application for Abdulaziz Adegbola Tani Olohun. All right. So the court already adjourned and they gave another date at that. Probably by the next adjournment day, when the defendant himself will be physically in court, he will be able to address the court and tell the court who his legal representation is.
All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. Just your full name again and what you are standing for.
My name is Barrister Muftau Olobi.
Standing for?
Standing for Abdulaziz Adegbola, aka Tani Olohun.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we have the legal representative who are standing in for the complainant, and they've been on top of this matter since 16th of August or 17th of August. It was arraigned. He has been in custody for 62 days, so to say. Now we have a case in court today where there appears to be a kind of controversy in court and all of that. Can you please put life into this and what actually have transpired in court today?
Okay. Good afternoon. I am US Imam. I am with my colleagues, my think tank, in representation of Olohun, that is the nominal complainant in today's case before the magistrate court. Yesterday we were informed that a bail application has been filed for and on behalf of olohun, which has been slated for today, and hence our being here today. So on getting to the court, or before coming to the court today, we have been considering not opposing the application, but in law, an application filed yesterday ought to have been served on her 48 hours before the date it is to be heard. And since it was only served yesterday, even though it was not filed yesterday, going by the date on the process, we discovered it was filed on the 12th of October, only to be served yesterday. So we are entitled to at least 48 hours to react and to take our own decision. So on our part, we are ready to allow him to go, not to oppose the bail. We have been considering, we are still at the meeting level. But on getting to the court today, the application for bail being one filed by Mr. Olubi, although we are aware Mr. Olubi has been in the case all along, particularly on the first day. But to our surprise, the learned trial magistrate raised another issue. That is, there is another application before him filed by Mr. Bank, another counsel to Olohun, challenging the jurisdiction of the court. So, and in law, where the jurisdiction of the court has been challenged, that ought to be addressed first. So that is the law. So we were at a crossroads as to which one to be heard first. So the court said now that the issue of representation is in issue now between the two counsels representing olohun. That should be first addressed on the next date, which incidentally is on the 19th, 2 days time. So which means the court will have to resolve the issue of who actually is engaged to represent olohun. So that's been done. If that is done that day, the court has told us that whoever is denied the application will just be thrown out.
All right.
So if on that day olohun chooses Olobi, that means we are going to go for the application for bail, while the other one will be arrested. And if he chooses Banks, then that means the application for bail will be arrested, while we go for the issue of jurisdiction again.
All right. Thank you very much. Just your full name and what group you are representing again.
Okay. I am US Imam. I represent Olohun, who are the nominal complainants in the case before the magistrate court.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much.
Doctor, sir. Hey, doctor. Doctor, sir.
Yes, sir.
The other time you were speaking on maybe the councils representing Tanolon to put their whole house in order and all of that. Can you shed more light on that?
What I mean by that is, since the commencement of this case, or from inception, we have noticed that at every adjourned date, there will be a conflict or the other, or a mistake, or one mistake or the other on the part of the representation of Talolong, which will eventually or consequently have adverse effect on the business of the court on that day. We have experienced it severally, this matter. The same thing happened this morning. And that took my mind to one fact, that this guy in question has offended people. That is why they have complained against him and brought him to court. As a person who understands the concept of religion and
service to God, I came to realize within myself that he might have offended God too, because his family, particularly his mother and the head of his family, have been pleading to the people he offended in the last few weeks. And my observation of the countenance of the complainant is that their minds is being softened on this guy.
All right.
Then for us to be here today, a big clog, now rolled into the wheel again, and they could not move forward. It means his offense has transcended beyond that of mankind. He must have offended God. That's why I'm appealing to his lovers and their relatives. Whenever they visit him, they should encourage him to appease God, whichever God he believes in. Right? He might not have believed in my own God, but there is a being called God. Whatever form you put it, I don't care. But I believe he has offended God. That's why I'm advising his people to advise him in turn that he should appeal to God, seek forgiveness from God for all he has done. Perhaps things will go better for him.
Can you just tell us your name and what you represent here today?
I'm Dr. Folarunsho Ahmad Hussein Saddam. I'm the chairman, Muslim Lawyers Association, Kwara State Chapter.
All right. Thank you very much.
Ibi tí wọ́n bàjá sí náà ni wọ́n wà yìí. Pé but àwọn táwọn fẹ́ ni kékeré padà sí ẹnu kéèsì yẹn kí n bá wọn mójútó bí yóò ṣe lọ ní ìrọ̀wọ́rọ̀sẹ̀ kí n gbé lọ. Màmá náà fún rẹ̀ wá, màmá wá láti Ìbàdàn, ìyá àgbàlagbà. Màmá dẹ̀ bẹ àwọn àfáà. Kọ́lá ó bà mí níjọ́ pé màmá ṣubú tó bí ọ̀nà mẹ́ta. Ìyẹn tó ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ káàkiri, wọ́n sì bẹ̀bẹ̀ àwọn àfáà. Wọ́n ní àwọn oníyàn náà fẹ́ fi wíwà nínú àtìmọ́lé Abdulaziz Adégbọlá ṣe. Ìbò àwọn kan fẹ́ kí ó come to his senses pé èyí bú àgbàlagbà. Àwọn ti gba ẹ̀bẹ̀ rẹ̀. So màmá fún mi nílò ọ̀dà pé kí n padà sínú kéèsì yẹn. Abdulaziz Adégbọlá náà fún mi ní ọ̀dà pé tọ́ ó kọ̀wé pé kí n padà sínú kéèsì òun kí n gbà òun jáde. Olóde kí n wá sí kóòtù lénìí. Pàtí mo dẹ̀ dé kóòtù. Ìyàlẹ́nu ló jẹ́ wípé àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà méjì tó fáìlì pé àwọn ń tako pé ẹjọ́ àti kóòtù yẹn kóòtù tó wà àwọn ń tako pé wọn ò ní agbára àti gbọ́ ẹjọ́ yẹn ìyẹn pè ní preliminary objection to jurisdiction. Wọ́n ní kóòtù yẹn ò ní agbára láti gbọ́ ẹjọ́ yẹn. So báwa ń jà fún lẹ́nu ni pé kí wọ́n fi ilé kó yọ̀ǹda rẹ̀ torí bá ti pé ní àwọn tó ṣẹ̀ náà ti dáríjì but application mi tó wà ní kóòtù pé kóòtù ò ní jurisdiction láti gbọ́ ẹjọ́ yẹn. So ó wá takora wọn òní àlọ́jọ́tọ̀ kó fún wa déètì mi kí mo wà káwà ní kóòtù káwà ní kóòtù káwà wò yìí tí àwọn lè gbọ́ bóyá ìtakò tí wọ́n ṣe pé ní kóòtù ní jurisdiction ni àwọn ò gbọ́ ni o àbí kí àwọn filẹ̀ ní bail làwọn ò gbọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ fún adéètì mi ní èmi.
Ẹ ṣeun gan adúpẹ́ fún yín àti já sí pé tí n bá ṣì gbọ́ nínú ilé ẹjọ́ adájọ́ ní kí ẹ̀yin ó wá kí àwọn lọ́ọ̀yà
tí wọ́n fáìlì ìtakò pé ní kóòtù ní agbára àti gbẹ́jọ́ ẹ̀ ọ̀nà west coast.
gẹ́gẹ́ fúnra rẹ̀ ó wá sọ tani lọ́ọ̀yà òun nínú yín. Ẹ ṣeun gan adúpẹ́ fún yín. Kí wàá ní ìmọ̀ràn tẹ́ ní fáwọn aráàlú tí ń wò.
Tọ́ ìmọ̀ràn tá a ní fáwọn aráàlú mi sí advocate láti lọ́dọ̀ ni pé ní there must be religious tolerance àti pé ní kakura wa níjànú pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ àlùfànṣá ní sísọ òjò bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ láàrin mùsùlùmí àti gbogbo other religions nítorí mo sọ nìyẹn o mo sì dúró lórí ẹ o.
Ẹ ṣeun gan adúpẹ́ fún yín ọlọ́ọ̀bà.
Orúkọ mi ni Miftah Olóbì.